Hello, I am so sorry for my couple minutes being late. I tried to get it all set up on my handy dandy laptop and it didn't want to go live today. So we are pivoting and using my phone. So drop a little heart if you are here just so that I can make sure that it's live and working. It says it's live this time, so I'm going to hope that it's live. I won't wait too long just because if you are tuning in later, that I don't want to wait a whole long time and then have to fast forward through me. But I don't see any signs of life, so maybe we'll just go anyway. Maybe I'll be talking to myself, which is totally fine. Good evening to you. Good afternoon to me. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in sunny Meridian, Idaho. It's a gorgeous day, a gorgeous fall, autumn day. It's been unseasonably warm, so we don't really have a whole lot of fall colors yet, but they're coming. They're coming. Fall in Idaho is a gorgeous place to be. I am just down the road from home office. But to introduce myself, my name is Becky Sattler. And like I said, I live in Meridian, Idaho. So I'm just down the road from home office. And if you're ever in town, stop by, see me. I'd love to say hi. And I just want to tell you, I love the Europe consultants. I have a big place in my heart for all of you there in Region 2. I just think you're doing a fantastic job, and you are some of my favorite consultants, but don't tell anybody else. Yes. In fact, if you want to know a secret, we live here in Idaho, but my family and I have 5 kids, but 3 of them are teenagers, and with my husband, and we've decided that we were going to come to Europe for a little while, maybe 6 months, maybe 9 months, maybe a year. So not permanent, but kind of long term. So hopefully I'll get to see you at World Tour somewhere in Europe. Somewhere. I haven't decided exactly what we're doing, but I would love to. Anyway, okay, let's get started. Oh, good. I see at least Amanda is watching. So welcome, Amanda. Thanks for joining on. That means at least I'm in the right place. So if you're joining in, just so that, like I said, so I can see you, tell me how long you've been a consultant. I'll tell you. So just type it in the comments. I love to see this. Are we brand new? Are we seasoned consultants that are a little moldy and crusty? Or are we brand new? Are we kind of somewhere in the middle? So type in on the bottom your comments when you joined or how long you've been a consultant. I joined in 2008, so I've been a consultant for 17 years. I don't say that to brag or to mean anything other than just I have been there. I have seen a lot of different phases through Scentsy, some ups and downs, some sideways, some this and that. And so if nothing else, hopefully you can take some confidence and longevity from me that it is hard. Things are hard right now, and it's okay. It's okay that things don't look like what they used to look like in your business, and things are a little different than they were, but that's okay. And hopefully I can share with you my 5 tips for maintaining momentum in your business. When Holly asked me to do this, she said, just let me know what you're doing that's working right now, and just share that with us. And honestly, guys, I had to think. I'm like, what is working? What am I doing that's even working right now? So if you're like, everything I'm doing is not working, you're in good hands. We're all in the same boat, and it's okay. Some things are working, but a lot of things aren't, and a lot of things we used to be doing aren't working, and even if they are working, it's hard to even tell. So like I said, this is where my 5 little tips, my 5 little secrets, and don't worry, they're not crazy, are going to help you. But before we start, we're going to do a little art project today. Don't worry, it's nothing super crazy. So get a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or even a marker. I'm going to do marker so you can see mine. We're just going to go through a few things today. Like I said, I will try to be short because I usually talk way too much because I just have so many things that I just like to talk with you. So go get a piece of paper and then hurry back because we're going to get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw. We're going to draw the 5 things. We're going to have a little art class. So when I look at my business, there are things that are working, but honestly, I had to look at it and see, okay, what am I doing that's working, and where am I really getting the true momentum from, and where am I maybe just spinning my wheels so I don't need to do that anymore. I feel like I do that every year anyway. At the beginning of the year, I look at what I want to start, if I have new goals and things that I want to add into my business or even just my life, what I want to stop, what's not serving me or not working or even just taking too much of my time or energy but not really giving me enough results from it, and what do I want to keep doing? What am I doing that's working that I should keep doing that's going to keep working? So let's start with number one. So here's what we're going to draw. So get out your little piece of paper and draw a target. Oh, I'm going to have to do this with a purple marker. So draw a target. When I talk with and I'll show you what mine looks like. And like I said, I'm going to have to get a new marker. This one's not working. Okay, so my little art lesson today is not doing so great. But, so, I drew a bullseye. Why is that important? Is because when I find that I don't have a bigger goal and a vision, I'm not just talking about a goal for the week or even a goal for the month. Those are very important, but I start with a bigger expanded vision, like something that's so big that my vision is up here. So when the little road bumps and speed bumps come in the way, if my goal was down here, all I would see once I hit the speed bump, it's fine if it's easy street. But once I hit a little bump or a hill, then I'm not going to be able to see my goal anymore. But if my goal is way up here, then guess what? I can see above the little speed bump. So that's why it's so important to have a goal, have a target, a vision, a dream, a purpose, something that's bigger than just, I want to make extra money. Because guess what? There are lots of ways to make money. And money can come and go, and you won't even remember what you did with it. What do you want that money to do? So a vision for what your Scentsy business can do, whether it's changing you. I have a lovely team member who has had severe anxiety for all of her life. She couldn't even go out to the mailbox because it was too hard for her. And guess what? Through her Scentsy business, she has been able to overcome that, and now she does reels and live videos. And anyway, what is your goal? And it's okay that it's awesome if it's specific to you. Something that is really strong, because it'll kind of be like a magnet and pull you toward that goal. So that again, when those bumps come, you can keep looking at that vision for the future. Even if it takes you a long time to get there, what are you aiming for? What's the big goal? Because you'll never know what you're going for if you don't create that goal. And then from that big goal, then you can break it down into smaller goals so that you know if you're on track or not. But the one thing is, have that big goal. So number one, have a goal. And if you already know what it is, write out your big goal right here. Write out your big dream. Whatever that is, whether it's a big holiday. I remember when Lindsay first started. Lindsay McCallum is on my team, and I adore her. And she is such a rock star. It's been so fun to just watch her take her goal and really make it happen. Her goal was to take her family to Disney World in Florida and just have the vacation of their dreams. And she worked for that for years on her Scentsy business, and that's what really kept her going. So the importance of a goal, one that makes you happy and excited, and one that really will change your life, that's the best kind of goal. Okay, and then like I said, it's like a magnet to help pull you. Number two, my second secret is I want you to draw a sunshine. Mine is nice and simple, doesn't have to be anything crazy. I just drew a sunshine. Because, and this one might be my favorite tip, and it's highly overlooked. But for me, like I said, I've got 5 tips I can tell you. But for me, this one is the one that sticks. This one is the one that makes a big difference. It's kind of like that little 1 degree to go from hot water to boiling. It's not a big thing, but that 1 degree, now your water's boiling. So this is my little 1 degree thing. And that is, start every day with some motivation towards that vision, reminding me of that vision, reminding me and giving me the energy towards and the belief towards that vision, to fuel that belief. So what does that look like? It can, a lot of times, I'm a listener. I like to listen to podcasts. So I wake up, I make my bed, I do my morning devotional, I get a little exercise in, and I listen to a podcast, or I read a business book, something that helps me, or I visit a group with some ideas. Sometimes that's bad because honestly I get too many ideas and then I'm like, I don't have anything. But something to fuel that belief. Let's see a good playlist. If you have a playlist of music that just gets you excited and gets you jazzed up and ready to just go tackle your dreams, that kind of thing. That is the fuel that gets you way before even your action. It gets your mind and your energy all in line with that big goal that you had. Checking with an accountability partner, whatever it does to get you going. like I said, for me, even exercising helps get my body going, so then I'm already winning for the day. It's like they say, when you make your bed in the morning, you're already on that winner's track. You're already a doer for the day. So it helps set you up for more success. So, and again, with all of these little secrets, there's little teeny things that you can do every day to keep your momentum going. It's kind of like brushing your teeth. If you just brush your teeth right before you go to the dentist every 6 months, even if you brush for 2 hours, it's not going to help very much. But if you just take 5 minutes every day and you brush your teeth, then those little actions over time really make a big, huge deal. But guess what? It's not even a big deal. It's just a little bit of your time. So start with your big goal, and then start every day with fueling that belief and fueling that goal. And then the third one, I love happiness and sunshine. So this one is another fun one for me. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna change my marker, but okay, now draw a smiley face. It's hard to even write this because you can't really see. The smiley face, if anybody can guess, let me know. I don't see any comments, so maybe you're not commenting, and that's fine, but hopefully it's working. So, comment what you think. Oh, hi, Amanda, thanks for the comment. Okay, so, the smiley face, I don't know if this is backwards. Oh, hello. It is, oh, good, you're just coming. Maybe my feed is just, maybe my internet is really slow, because I'm just barely seeing you say when you joined, so. Yay, Danielle, April 2021, August 2016, that's awesome. Okay, so the smiley face is one thing fun. One thing fun, something that is fun. I think honestly, this is kind of the secret that we in Scentsy, it was really fun and really easy when things were, oh good. I'm glad to see that you're listening and writing and and that's working, thank you. I just want to make sure it's working. And it's fine, watch this later if you need to get the kids to bed or whatever. I know it's late. But, so one thing fun, I think, like I said, the secret I think is Scentsy hit a really big momentum time where we didn't really have to work for our momentum during the COVID time and the lockdowns, and we just kind of had a nice extra swing in momentum. And now that swing in momentum, it's just like a swing. It has to slow down a little bit, and it has to kind of change. For us to be in the long haul, we can't always be run, sprint, which is okay. But I think what we've lost, honestly, between you and me, is the fun. You need to do one thing fun every day. Think about how excited you were to start your business and what you did at the beginning. How did you share it? Did you just share it because you just couldn't help it because you were so excited? What little teeny things did you do that helped spread it right after you first found and decided, I'm going to do this? Or if you're like, I never really had that. I just kind of joined because I like the product. That's fine. Let's switch gears a little. Think about, let's say you love Taylor Swift. I'm not a Swiftie, but she just dropped a new album, and I see people loving it all over the place. How do you know when somebody's a Swiftie? They listen to the album on repeat. They share it on their social media. They get all the swag. They go to the concert, and they wear all the cute outfits like they wear. They tell their neighbors about it. They sing the songs in their car or their shower. They just live it, and they can't wait to share it. It's that same kind of spark that you need to have inside of you to where you do one thing that's fun. Even if it's not over the top, like somebody who really loves Taylor Swift, find one thing in your business that brings that little spark or that energy. And if you're like, Becky, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to do with my business. I don't even know if anything's working. Hi, Sandra. Then that's okay. Then you can, here's a little bonus one. It's not even a number, but it's a bonus. When I can't think of anything to do, you're right, I get out a piece of paper. I'm a paper girl if you can't tell. And I write down. There's something magical about actually writing it. Not even on my phone and not even just thinking it, but actually writing it. Think of all the ways, all the different ways. Even if you haven't done them for 5 years, think of all the ways that you could run your Scentsy business. Whether that's referrals, whether that's follow-ups, whether that's a stall, or booking a fair or a show, or whether that's a basket party, or sending some products to a neighbor, or putting a warmer in your hair salon, or again, there's a million different ways to sell Scentsy. How about even just asking an old host to host again? The idea is to just brain dump all the things that you can and then find one thing fun. Circle the thing that kind of gives that little spark of energy in your heart that you're like, oh, I could do that. That'd be fun. Don't start with the big one that you're like, oh, this would be a big, huge project and would bring in thousands of PRV, but it feels heavy. Don't start with that one. You can end with that one if you want. You can make your way to it. But to keep momentum daily, start with one thing fun, because guess what? Success brings success. And once you're doing that one thing, then you'll find energy to do more. And then it will just kind of be a magical, beautiful snowball. And then you can do the bigger things. But just start with one thing fun. Go to the training center if you need. Go to some of the pages. Like I said, sometimes we have too many ideas and then it gets overwhelming. So that's why it just one thing fun. Just make progress. Okay, so one thing fun. That little spark of I could do that. That would work. That'd be fun. And then start with one task. This one I didn't really know, but I didn't really know what a good emoji for this one would be. But I'm going to draw like a graph that's kind of going up, like an upward graph, like this. And what I want that one to be is start with one task and look for the progress. Measure your progress and not just results. If you're aiming for a big, huge goal, but you're like, I am so far from it, that can get really heavy and that can get really, just heavy and not fun. And that can kind of drag you down. And then you can't even see that big goal because you're like, oh, I'm never going to get there. The space between here and there, it's not possible. So start with one thing fun and just start. Start with one of your tasks. Success breeds success. And what I found is if you're like, I'm just not motivated, I'm just not feeling it, I can't even make myself do it. Make yourself do it and then look back and realize motivation comes after you do something. And it's a result of action. Momentum is way better than motivation. Momentum means take one step and take another step and take another step, because then you're like, oh, I'm doing it. And then you can look back and you can be like, oh, wow, these little steps actually took me really far. And then it's not overwhelming. It's not heavy. There's no burnout, but there is actual energy and it fuels energy. Success breeds success. So keep a list of your small wins. Like I said, especially now, honestly, between you and me, I see a lot of consultants measuring their now to where they used to be a couple years ago. And they're like, my PRV is down. My group sales are down. My paychecks are down. Scentsy's done. We're done for. It's all over. There's no hope in it. And that is the danger of not looking for small wins. You can't compare to how it was, because that was that time and that was beautiful. And we can make it back up, but for right now, what's going to help you mentally is your brain will help you see what you look for. So if you're looking for small wins, then you will see them and then you'll be able to see your progress. So some things that I do are I email my customers. Just again, one little task that I do. I email my customers. I love that because I'm not a social media girl. And if Facebook shuts down my account, then I lose all of my traction. But I have emails for my customers, so I keep track of them there. And it's one email to everybody all at the same time. I'm all about one-to-many kind of communication because I'm busy, just like you are. Scentsy Connect, daily tasks. So following up with your customers and hosts. Oh, hello from Ireland. Hello. Lots of love to you from Idaho. Following up with customers and hosts for reorders, party bookings, referrals. Again, it's like a bucket. Don't let your bucket have holes in the bottom to where you're always having to get new customers to fill in, but you're not keeping the old customers, the old hosts, the asking for referrals. But also, if you only think, okay, I've got enough customers in my bucket, I don't have to find any new ones, there always is a little bit of trickle. Just because people move on, people, lose interest, people get poor, whatever. So it's both. It's keeping a bucket and plugging up the holes so that you keep your current ones reordering and rehosting for you, but also so that you're keeping new ones coming in. That's the beauty. Listening to all consultant calls, that's part of that mindset, that fuel. To me, even though it's not at the beginning of the day, being a part creates that belonging. Listening to a training, going on your team page, even just talking with another consultant, coming to World Tour, because like I said, I'm gonna come. So hopefully I'll see you guys at a World Tour somewhere in Europe. All of those things really do help keep the momentum and the belonging going. So this week I sent out packets for a fundraiser that I'm doing with a school. So again, there are so many different ways that you can do your Scentsy business. Just start with one and then keep them coming going. And like I said, I love the party format because then I'm not having to bug my friends and family over and over again. If you find yourself saying, yeah, that sounds great. My goals are great. My vision is great. I'm fueling my belief. I'm trying to measure progress, but nobody wants to buy. Nobody's interested. Prices are too high. Shipping is too much. we don't have all the fun new products like another region, or Scentsy really missed the mark with this holiday brochure, or whatever it is that you find yourself thinking. Those are natural thoughts, but you don't have to keep them. Shoo them right out and replace it with something else. But again, a host can help you expand outside of your circle. So if I know 50 people in my circle, and I just think that they're going to be the ones to support my business, to keep buying from me, to keep hosting from me, it'll work for a little while. But when you need to expand and when your goals get bigger, or like I said, when they decide not to buy as much, then you've burned your friends, and that's when your business stalls and you find yourself feeling, oh, I don't have anyone. So always be looking for what are your ways, that little spark in your heart for you to find new customers. Okay, I'm going to try to hurry. Oh, actually, we are down to our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've started with our vision. We fuel in the morning to fuel that vision with something like a podcast or music or a playlist or a book, something just to give us the energy, because every day you have to renew that. And then start with one thing fun and look to measure your progress. Keep a list of small wins. And even if it's just action related, not results related, keep a list of your small wins, because you're doing the things and that counts. And then your brain will help you see, oh, all of these things are working. Okay, then the last thing is draw a money bag. Most of your dreams, oh my gosh, that doesn't even look like a money bag. Most of your dreams need money, right? Okay, look, there's my money bag. Most of your dreams, all these big dreams that you have, even if it's to take your family to Disney World, or to supplement your income so you can afford your rent, or to take a family vacation, whatever it is, most of your dreams need money. So my favorite little 5th tip is to employ or hire your PWS. And you might be like, well, Becky, I am not selling enough to really make that worth my investment. So hire your PWS. The thing I love about the PWS is it's recurring money that doesn't take me. It takes me out of the equation. So if I send my email and I say, hey, look, here's my pick of the week, and this is what I'm warming this week, I can put a link right to it, and guess what? They don't have to call me. I don't have to go into my workstation and do it. They can just go directly and be like, oh yeah, that's cute. I want to buy it right now. Or, oh, hey, that's cute. I'm going to send it to my sister for her birthday. Right then, right there. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to wait for you to call them back. Plus, a lot of people nowadays don't want to talk to people. They just want to do it. So follow up with customers. You can include your website link. They can reorder when they're ready. Or hey, if you have a night owl and they're like, oh, I can't call right now, but they see something on your social media, if you have a link, they can buy it right then. If they have to get back to you, they might forget about it. I don't know. I'm just saying how I am. Maybe nobody else is like that, but I am more likely to do it right then. So number 1. Number 2, you can promote club with your customers, or always get my bars. You can't get that through your workstation, so it has to be club, which again, that's another touch point for you to reach your customers and say, hey, I've noticed you love this fragrance. Why don't you put it in your club? You can't do that without a PWS. Number 3, when there's a sale, like a flash sale or things like that, it's impossible. 1, you can't get those prices in your PWS most of the time. Sometimes they let us, but most of the time they don't. And 2, it's impossible for you to gather orders and see what everybody wants. So it's way better to just put it on your WhatsApp blast and give everybody your party link to a flash sale. And guess what? You're getting orders working for you. You've now hired your PWS. It's basically like if you hired an assistant, like a person, somebody from down the street, you'd pay them way more than you pay your PWS. So I'm a business girl, and I like to look at ROI, return on investment. How much am I spending versus what's my potential for freeing up my time, as well as expanding my orders. It can get even bigger. Like I said, I like to do fundraisers. I'm doing a fundraiser I'm in Idaho. It's on this side of the country. And this fundraiser is in not New Hampshire. Maybe it is. I think it's in New Hampshire. Yes, it's in New Hampshire, which is literally the other side of the country. So Scentsy's going to ship it all. But if anybody wants to buy before the fundraiser closes, because I'm going to keep the fundraiser open for like 3 weeks. But if somebody's like, I want to buy right now, but I want to support the fundraiser, they can do that because I have a PWS. Also, like for example, the Gilmore Girls. You guys are getting Gilmore Girls, but they have to pre-order it only through the PWS. Unless that's different for you guys. But for us in the United States, the only way somebody could pre-order that is through the PWS. And number 5, I'm sure there's more reasons, but these are just right off the top of my head. It's the only way to recruit and grow a team. And for those big, huge goals that are those life-changing kind of goals, you can't go it alone. You can't go it alone. It's way more fun with the team, as well as your time and your money multiplies through our generous compensation plan through leadership bonuses. And you can only get somebody on your team if you have a PWS. So again, in closing, thanks for joining with me. Start with a vision. If you don't know, sometimes we call it a why. Whatever it is, it's your big goal for your life. It can be for your Scentsy business, but also it's for your life. And then you see, how does your Scentsy business help that? Number 2, fuel your day. What is it that gets you going? For me, sometimes it's a playlist, but a lot of times I'll listen to a podcast, something that's motivational, something that's business-minded, something that's along the lines to tell my brain, this is what we're gonna do today. And then find one thing fun. Do one thing fun. Just start. Because then once you do one thing, especially one thing fun, you will find that you will do more things. And then measure those small little things that you're doing. Look for the progress. Teach your brain that you want to see what's going right, not what's going wrong. Because guess what? There are both. Both do exist. But a lot of times our brains are like, nope, the only thing that exists is... But no. So look for the small wins. I promise you it helps. And then number 5, hire your PWS so that you can be working while you sleep. Anyway, okay, you guys are the best. I truly, truly love you. And we are in the right place at the right time, the right company. We are all in this together. If you feel like you're the only one kind of on a slowing down ship and you're like, well, maybe this is my sign that Scentsy's just not it anymore. Or maybe I don't fit in Scentsy anymore. It's normal to feel that. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your business. It's normal to feel that, but it also doesn't have to be the facts. Maybe you just need to pivot, as well as maybe you just need to find something that ignites that spark. One thing fun. Start with one thing fun. Let's make this business so much fun again. And again, remember those little teeny steps every day that you look back and you're like, whoa, I've actually come way further than I thought. So look for something to measure where you can see progress. Even if it's just, I talked to 5 people today. Yesterday, I only talked to 4. That's a win. That's a win. Anyway, thank you for joining on. And for you who will watch this later, that's fine too. I love you guys and I hope to see you sometime in Region 2. Okay, you guys are the best. Bye.